Okay, so finally this thing works. I was trying to make like 5 videos last night, and I don't know if you guys know the reason for this, but or the not the reason, maybe the reason, but the solution to it. It shows me one uh, little part up. Where is it? In this side of the screen, right here, like about that size. The picture is about that size, the size of my palm, right there, and the rest of it's black. And I can record and I can review, but I can't publish. And I can't stop the recording until it meets the 15-minute and 30-second mark, which is what time I'm allotted since I'm a new channel. I don't know how to solve this. I wanted to come on here to say, no, I did not go up to Minnesota the other night. Somebody else went in my place, thankfully, so I didn't have to make the 12-hour drive, 6 hours there, 6 hours back. It seems like they brought the weather with them, though, since it's cold. It was like, it has been around 40 degrees, and even up to 60 just a few days ago here. So we've been getting unseasonably warm weather. Another thing I wanted to say is I mentioned the B word in the title of a video, which I don't like doing. I actually wanted to put the bitch word as the title, the bitch word. And I think there's another video where I say, I talk about, the use of the nigger word, because I don't like when people say the B word or the N word. I think it's degrading, especially when people say, oh, the N word. I think that's skirting around the issue, and it's just full of white guilt, something that I am deprived of since the white racists hate me, the black racists hate me. Anybody of racial purity does not like me. I, in fact, believe that people of mixed race are stronger, and that's what genetics say, so I'm kind of proud of my mixed heritage. But I couldn't put that. I couldn't put the bitch word instead. I had to put the B word because my channel is being monitored by an individual. Not Alicia Asylum, not her. I don't want her to jump to that conclusion. That I'm putting that on her. But there have been people, Thor's Dan can back me up on this, that has said, I'm going to flag every video I possibly can of yours to try to get you off YouTube because you're a narcissist and this and that. Well, who's the narcissist? Somebody who's watching every single one of my videos, or trying to get them flagged, or me who tried to help this person out, going through great effort to help this person out. My next picture or painting is going to be of this guy, Kukulkan or Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god. Because I like reproducing Aztec and Mayan art. It doesn't allow you to be free or anything like that. It's confined. So I guess is practice for iconography, but I don't ever want to do iconography because I don't know. I don't want to paint something. No, wrong word. I don't want to write an icon and then be praying to it. It just doesn't feel right to me. I'd rather use images that are already established. I got the challenge that, oh, the altars do have images on them. Well, if you're speaking of the altar in the Orthodox sense, yes, there's an iconostasis which has images on it. And the complete higher up portion is the altar. I thought this person was speaking in the Western sense, where the altar is the piece of stone, the table that the Eucharist is performed on, and that does not have images on it. Although in the Unia churches, I guess they have a picture of the Pope there, which is it's very strange. So the use of altar is very odd. But in that case, the iconostasis works as the veil in the temple, basically. And we can see through it. We can see the royal doors are opened up. We can see what's going on behind there. It's open to us. It is rent, so to speak. There's two sides of it, and you'll see on the royal doors the incarnation, and then Christ, the last judgment, the lawgiver, where he is the book open. And that's where we live. We live in between the incarnation. That's where the Christian community lives, in between the incarnation, the Theotokos, with Christ, and Christ as the last judgment. And that's where all of Christian time exists, is in between those two things. And even the doors have the Annunciation on them, announcing the Lord, which is which was Gabriel to Mary, which is what we are commanded to do. Whether in words or deeds, but deeds are strong. I once heard somebody say, evangelize, evangelize, evangelize. And if it's really necessary, then use words. I don't know if this was originally an Orthodox saying, but it is very Orthodox in its approach. If my computer works, I will be talking more about Kosovo and Serbia. I got comments on my Kosovo and Serbia videos that I was off on, or I was not speaking loud enough. I got another comment saying that the Textus Receptus was off. I had heard from many sources that it was the King James retranslated into Greek, because it was the received text. Because the King James was translated by a few sources from Beza, Erasmus, and even they used Beza's interpolation in the book of the Apocalypse, or what people would recognize as the book of Revelations, even though it's the Revelation according to St. John Divine in most old Catholic Bibles, or we just call it the Apocalypse. And there's a part where he thought, well, this is the original reading, but I have no sources, no manuscripts that say that, but they'll find some eventually, and they didn't find any eventually, so we know that wasn't originally in there. He thought it would be. I can't quote you the exact verse right now. The second thing is that there seems to be somebody on here that, except for universal salvation, agrees with Origen a lot, which is odd. Remember, Origen and Tertullian are not saints. They're called church fathers. They're early writers, but you're not going to see icons of them ever. Tertullian, I think he was from Carthage. Whenever people say Rome or Roman, 99% of the time it's North Africa anyways. It's Northwest Africa. Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, those were all Latin-speaking lands. Until the Arabs came in, of course. But there were other tribal languages, but that was the Latin West. And another point I want to bring up is Western civilization. We talk about Western civilization today, meaning Britain, France, America, and Australia. Well, Western civilization, if you take a history class, even a high school history class or a junior high history class, Western civilization is from the Tigris and Euphrates all the way west. Some people put the dividing line at the Indus. Some people say, no, India includes Western civilization too. And there are four major Western religions: Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Zoroastrianism. That's when I went to the Theosophy Center that we have here. I believe it's in Wheaton or Carroll Stream. They have Western religion is Islam and Judaism, and then they have Christianity and Judaism, and then they have Islam with the Eastern religions, which is pretty jacked up. I'll get into the distinction between Western religion and Eastern religion in another video, but I wanted to clear some things up. That's why I was making videos last night. I did not wind up going to Minnesota, making the 12-hour trip, 6 hours there, 6 hours back. I even left a message on my channel. Peace to you. And may God save Serbia, the brave Archon. May we all remember him. Okay, so finally this thing works. I was trying to make like 5 videos last night, and I don't know if you guys know the reason for this, but not the reason, and I can review, but I can't publish, and I can't stop the recording until it meets the 15-minute and 30-second mark, which is what time I'm allotted since I'm a new channel. In this side of the screen right here, like about that size. The picture is about that size, the size of my palm right there. And the rest of it's black. And I can record. I don't know how to solve this. I wanted to come on here to say, no, I did not go up to Minnesota the other night. Maybe the reason, but the solution to it. It shows me one little part up, where is it?